Hello fellow pirates, today I'm going to talk to you about how to kill Draconian Research Garrisons. This will be a multiple part series and this is part 1. So, first of all, the turrets that are in there. You have on the left here the short range, high damage explosive turrets, and you have the short range, high damage missile turrets. In the middle you have medium range, low damage missiles. And on the right, you have long-range, medium-damage explosive mortar turrets, and you got long-range, medium-damage missiles. So for the first two, what you want to do is outrange them, and then they can't shoot at you at all. You mitigate all of the damage, unless you screw up and drive into them, which you should not do. So for those, you need a 92-plus range launcher, or you need a missile with base 76 range, using the special Solid Fuel Booster 3. And with the correct drive-in, that will help you outrange those and you will not take any damage. Now for the middle one, it's a low damage missile. It's one of these arc missiles. It will shoot at your tank and it will give you maybe 2 seconds of damage per hit on your tank. Basically nothing. But the problem with this one is if you drive your ships too close to your tank, then that's going to hit them. So you want to keep distance, range about 50 or so. You won't get hurt. For the mortar, all you need to counter that is about 5 gales per ship in the 80s. That will set you up. If you don't have gales, use Hail Ds. Those work pretty fine too. And for the long-range missile turrets, you're going to want some phalanx missiles. And those will shoot down 95% of everything coming at you, and that should be fine. Just make sure they're targeting your tank and not your mortar ships. Now, as far as the other buildings present in the target, there are some cryo mines. You can't shoot at them, but they'll explode if you drive over them. There are some random buildings that do nothing useful. They might have a bit of a buff to turrets, but you can't do anything with them. You can use splash and kill the enemy turrets, and that will work out in your favor. And as far as the torpedo towers, don't worry about those. They're only there to stop you from bringing in your submarines, which you shouldn't be doing in these targets anyway. And the most interesting one here is some ships. So, they'll enter the target a little bit into it. They won't be there at the start. Just watch the mini-map down the corner, and you'll be fine. You want to drive away from them so they shoot the Dracs and not you. Although if they are shooting at you, make sure they're shooting at your tank and not your backup ships. Otherwise, you'll have a very bad day. As far as I mentioned earlier about the range, you need a 92 plus range weapon. The longer, the better. You need a missile base 76 with Solid Fuel Booster 3 or a launcher. And what you want to do is you want to drive your ship like this Zealous here selected, and you want to stop early when the range circle is just barely touching the turret by pressing the down button. If you let it go on auto or just click the turret, it will run in there, take damage, and die instantly. That's the biggest mistake I see people making in these targets. Now this is the end of part 1 guide. There will be more videos linked here in the future and more on my channel, so make sure you stay tuned for future parts. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you want more videos, subscribe.